Oh, wow. This is very
Stop
serene, just comforting, cozy. What a nice way to start a video, wouldn't you think? I think that's just peaceful. We always get duckies that like to be part of everybody's videos, but I don't think these are considered gangster duckies. It's more like the family duckies. Any man duckies in there taking care of they woman duckies? Hey, I don't see no kids. So this must be the grown folks pond for just all the grown folk duckies to do they grown folk swim, you know what I'm saying? Everything. Look at them. Look at them. Oh, that must be a couple right there. Yeah, I hear your manly voice. I hear it. That's what I'm saying. Want to say, hey, Lainey? You want to swim? Most Labradors, like the Labrador I had, she was better at swimming. I don't think pit bulls are good swimmers. Lainey, say hey. All right. You want to say hey, Chris?
No, because I want to go somewhere.
You want to go somewhere. All right, let's
I want to
go.
go swimming.
Let's go swimming then, buddy. Hello, YouTube. This video, I just wanted to talk about how men should bring man back. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this, and I've been wanting to talk about this one for a very long time, but obviously it's kind of weird to talk about certain things because some things are more of a sensitive topic than others. And this is one that is considered a sensitive topic because of just how society is panned out. And the topic is mainly because it's like a lot of women, and I ain't gonna front, it seems like a lot of us women of color have the hardest time finding a good guy. And it's either because either he's gay, either he's locked up, either he don't have respect for women, either he just trying to smash, pump, and dump, to where it leaves a lot of women to where they're without that real man in their life. So it's like, now when I talk about this, I'm not talking about it in a sense to where every single man is terrible. Like, forget all men, men suck, blah, blah, blah. No, because you do have a certain number of guys that are doing real good. They may be married their high school sweethearts. You know, they a family man. They've been married for 30 years and they done raised all their kids and they treat their woman like a queen. There's a lot of people like that. You want to say hi, Chris? You're so silly. But it's just so many stories, including my own story, to where we got things that we just can say to where it's like, it seemed like a lot of our sisters have the hardest time trying to maintain a good guy because most guys just, only thing they trying to do is just come in your life to be sexual with you, and that's all. They don't really want to take you out on a date. They don't want to bring nothing to the table, and they don't really respect you as far as how they look at you, instead of looking at you as a respect, like a woman or a human being, or looking at you as somebody that has qualities or somebody that can really make a difference in their life. The only thing they seeing you for is just something that's sexual. And it's like the society is so just amped on being so highly sexually overstimulated that that's just what the upbringing of a lot of these young boys and a lot of these older guys, because there's so many older guys nowadays that you would think, because let's just say you would think because they 50 something that they got it all together and that they got all the testosterone out of them from when they was young. Because you got to expect that when a young boy, let's just say that young boy in his 20s or even teenager, you got to expect that all he going to think about is trying to, you know, have sex with something, because he at his peak in his life to where his hormones is just seriously high. So of course that's all he think about is doing it to something. But I really feel like what's missing today, first of all, what's missing today is fathers in the home. You got a high percentage of black guys, or it's not even really just black guys, but it's majority of people of color to where the daddies are not in the home, or like the mom is trying to raise the kid by herself, but she do the best she can, but she's still a woman. It's but so much a woman can teach a man, and it's but so much a man can teach a little girl. So it's like these young boys are growing up without knowing how to be a man. Like, they don't know how to be a provider. They don't know how to respect their woman. They don't know how to stick around and raise their sons. They don't know what it takes to get a job and keep a job. They don't know what it takes to even dress as a man. Because Grant, you got a lot of people that put so much pressure on women of how we should treat ourselves. Oh, you shouldn't be wearing that skeezy outfit you got on. You dress like a hoe, we gonna treat you like a hoe. Well, you know what? That can apply to you fellas too. Because nowadays, things that got so reversed that they're trying to take manhood from guys to make y'all more feminine, that shoot, y'all need to dress appropriate too. Because wearing all these skin tight jeans and then you sagging your pants to where you showing your trousers, or you showing all this stuff, how am I supposed to respect you as a man and you not even dressing professionally as a man? Like every time you turn around, you wearing, little skimpy stuff, to where how is that respectable? Like what happened to guys that wear suits and ties? What happened to guys that wear slacks and a polo or something like that? Something casual. Because there's one thing too that people try to say. Like most guys will say, well, when you meet a good guy, it's like a lot of women don't respect good guys. They look at us guys that are trying to be good and respectful as punks. But then if they want these hood dudes, or they want these ghetto thugging guys, they get all the respect. Guys that selling drugs, or guys that just, don't respect and call you bees, this and that, they get the most respect. Not me. Shoot, I love a businessman. I love somebody that know how to respect a woman. Like every woman don't like a thug. Every woman, and I'm not saying that I'm condemning guys that are thugs, but every woman do not like a thug. And I was talking to my friend about this yesterday, and I was saying how a lot of guys, they really look down upon on women that have kids. And let's just say a woman, she got kids and she just got them by one guy, but somehow the marriage didn't work and now she divorced and now she's on the dating scene trying to find love again. So it don't matter if the woman got kids by different baby fathers or if she just got kids by one father. The fact that she got kids and it's this new guy that's trying to come in to start a relationship, the fact that they're not his kids, now he's going to try to play the playing field, because in most guys' head, they look at women with kids as less. Like they treat women that has kids from a past relationship as less valuable, because they like, well, shoot, I barely want to deal with kids that's my own. So why would I want to deal with kids that's somebody else's kids? And that's a flip coin to that. And I really want to talk about that too, because let me flip this to make you look at this a different way. Even if you wasn't trying to get with that girl for the fact that she got kids, let's just say you seen a young boy on the street and you seen that he needed help, and it was just a misguided little boy, and you as a man, and you somewhat, or you got your manhood together, and you can walk up to this little boy that don't have a father, and he's looking for guidance and he's looking for help, and you can be this possible big brother to this little boy. But because he's not your kid, you just gonna look at that kid and then look the other way and not help that child? How senseless is this society today? And it really makes me question, because there's so many kids in need of mentorship, and there's so many young boys that's in need of a big brother or a man that can show them the way. But because so many people are selfish, nobody wants to help our next future. Because if you look at it, these kids, they are our next future. And if you can't hone in on or learn to realize that children, all they looking for is love. All they looking for is somebody to show them how to do something different. All they looking is to be taught something. That's all kids looking for. And to be honest, sometimes it really don't take that much time or effort. It could be one little thing that you can do for this kid, and that can change that child's life for the rest of his life, because one adult that didn't have to do nothing for him took time out his day to show him something that he never seen before, like love, or hug the child, or, hey man, instead of trying to sell drugs on this block, hey, come here, homie, let me show you a different way you can get money the legal way. But no, man, a lot of guys are selfish. And it's like most of our men are being raised to where it's like the more booty you get, the more, the more cool you are. Or the more women you got, the more cool you are. Like it's like in today's society, there's nothing cool or fashionable about being committed to just one woman. And if a guy is going to commit to just one woman, and I understand who don't want a fresh family, but if he is going to commit to one woman, it had to be somebody from his childhood, or it had to be somebody that he started just his kids with. I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough. how a lot of these guys, and I don't always blame it on guys, but so many people have so many different stories to where they didn't have their father to show them how to be a man. So they took it out on their kids or their women. So it's like now they're trying to play cleanup, and then you have it to where some kids, when the father goes on his deathbed, is questioned like, Daddy, what did I ever do? You know, why you couldn't just love me? All I wanted was for you to love me. Why you couldn't do it? And they be saying, well, you know, my daddy, he didn't know how to be a daddy. He didn't have his daddy, and I never had a father to show me how to be a man. So I did the best that I knew I could do, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I'm sorry, son. I know I'm about to die and this and that, but I just didn't know. So we can't keep using the fact that you just didn't know. Somebody, let me put emphasis. Somebody need to break this generational curse. That's all it is. That's the whole word and problem to a lot of things that a lot of these families are going through, is the fact that it's a generational curse. It's getting passed down from generation to generation to generation. When is somebody going to be man enough and break it? When is somebody going to say, you know what, I had enough of this stuff. I'm going to treat my black woman the way she need to be treated. Or not even just say black woman. Like, I know, like I said, I don't want to have to always specify, but as we know, that's always the major problem a lot of times, is dealing with, you know, just the black community. So, you know, it's time for these guys to stand up and be there for their women and their kids and their family, for the ones that's not. But like I said, this don't apply to all, but it applies to a lot of people that's just not doing, for the simple fact of selfishness and the simple fact of just worrying about sex all the time. You know, a lot of times my dad used to say this. He said things done got so bad to where people are using each other as a human masturbation tool. And if you really think about it, that's all it really is, because a lot of times people go around having sex with people and they doing it and they don't even care about the person. So if all you using is another human being just to get your rocks off, then what is that? A human masturbation tool. So instead of looking at it like that, we need to learn to respect human nature and respect human life, and treat women that's really trying to have something to offer. Like, 'cause some women are hurting behind this, man. There are so many women that just want to be loved. There's so many women that really want to make a man feel like a man, but we get played and hurt so much that we turn into these hurt beings, to where y'all think we players, or y'all think that we do this and that, when indeed we just hurt because guys don't want to seem to take the time to do right by women that's really trying to love and give what they can. So all right, y'all, time is of the essence. I hope this video touched somebody. Let's make better time of it and love each other and not judge each other, because I never judge you, honey, and I love you. So deuces. Deuces, everybody.